You've probably heard something about LPT Realty, maybe from another agent, maybe from a YouTube ad or another YouTuber, or maybe someone who's never really been at the company. But today, I want to set the record straight and bust four of the biggest myths I keep hearing about LPT Realty, because some of them might actually be holding you back or someone you know back from making a game-changing move in your real estate career. All right, so if you're an agent who's curious, you're cautious, or you're just doing your research, this video is absolutely free. But before we jump in, do me a quick favor. If you get value out of this and my other videos, hit the like button, subscribe for more real estate insights and agent-focused content, and do me a favor, drop a comment below with what you've heard or thought about LPT, because I want to open up this conversation. But anyways, let's get into the myths. All right. Myth number one, you have to recruit to make money at LPT. This is one of the more common ones that I hear. People assume that LPT is just another revenue share first model, like, I don't know, real EXP, and that the only way to build income is through recruiting. That's not true. In fact, most agents at LPT don't recruit at all, and they're crushing it, but in terms of production. All right. LPT was built first and foremost for producers. If you want to sell more homes, build your personal brand, and grow a strong client based business, LPT gives you the tools to do exactly that without ever having to bring in another agent or recruit and then have to mentor. That can be a pain. It could be a nightmare, right? If you don't do it well, or if it's not something that you're necessarily gifted at. All right. Now, the marketing suite alone at LPT is enough to justify the move for a lot of agents. So that's why it's not like this big, you have to go and recruit to make it worth it. Most other brokerages, because of their comp plan and because of really the pressure of the people that brought you in, it kind of feels like you have to recruit. Otherwise, why are you here? All right. Now, here's the thing at LPT, if you do want to build a downline later and get that leveraged income from revenue share, awesome. You can go ahead and do that, but it's not required. And you're never pressured. This isn't a recruit or starve model. It's a sell real estate and we're going to support the hell out of you model. All right, myth number two, the free marketing must be low quality. We've all heard it before. Free usually means cheap. So when agents hear LPT offers free marketing for every listing, their first thought is, and I'll be honest, it was my first thought too, is, well, okay, but it's probably some generic Canva templates and low quality printouts, right? Wrong. LPT's marketing is top tier. The listing presentations, the buyer consultation, the luxury boxes and brochures, they're better than what most agents are paying super high dollar designers to create. Plus, no headache, right? And it's not just about how they look, though. These materials, even more importantly than how they look and feel, and again, top quality, put it up against anything else. These materials are actually built with sales psychology in mind. So they're designed to actually position you as the authority, build trust, and help you close more deals, especially in a competitive market. All right. Now, I've used marketing tools from multiple brokerages. What LPT provides out of the box without any like needing to do much within just a couple minutes of your setup of your profile and going through the AI tool, it's better than 95% of what I've seen and seen others pay for at other brokerages. And yeah, it's included every listing. All we do is pay shipping. Simple. Myth number three, LPT is just a copycat of EXP. You know, I actually get why people say this. It has revenue share, it's cloud based. There are similarities on the surface. But here's what they actually miss when they say that LPT is not just a repackaged EXP Realty, it's a completely different culture, it's a different infrastructure, and a different strategy altogether. And here's why. First, LPT lets you choose from two different comp plans, regardless if you're on a team or not. Most other brokerages, you got one comp plan. Now, if you join a team, sure, they'll give you access to a different comp plan, but you're a solo agent trying to build your business, you don't have that option. All right. You've got two different options. You've got the business builder plan that has a $5,000 cap, and you've got the brokerage partner plan that has a $15,000 cap. They both have their plus and minuses. I'm not going to break that all down in today's video, but what I do want you to know is that you can go in the description below and I'll link a video that breaks it all down for you in about 7 minutes. And that way you would understand exactly why someone would choose a $15,000 cap over a $5,000 cap and vice versa. All right. So depending on what you're doing, that's where you're going to grow your business. And guess what? You're not actually locked into the plan you choose. You can switch plans as your business changes. Okay, second, you can name two sponsors when you join. That's collaboration, not competition. And it's really built to encourage agents to support one another instead of like all this fighting over downlines, positioning, and sponsors and all this other stuff. That can create a real rift inside of a company and has at some of the other bigger cloud based brokerages, right? Third, why it's different from EXP Realty, LPT Realty is focused on production first. You don't even qualify for revenue share until you cap at $15,000. So the only people who really benefit from that and participated at a high level are actually the ones doing the work. All right. That means no just people showing up that don't even sell real estate. They're just influencers in the real estate market, right? They're just looking for a way out of production. They have a lot of sway with agents and they want to just build this downline and cash out on your hard earned work. That's not what they do at LPT. You have to contribute. You have to actually sell and pay off a cap. All right. That sets the tone across the whole company. And personally, it's a tone that I love. Myth number four, you're on your own because it's cloud based. I used to believe this one too, especially when I was at Keller Williams Realty, right? And EXP Realty was big. I used to think that same thing. And I assumed that going to a cloud based brokerage meant giving up support, that I'd be trading mentorship, community, and help for a lower cap and some nice tools. But LPT actually flips that idea on its head because in some brokerages, that is absolutely true. All right. Some cloud based brokerages, that's a spot on assessment that you are giving up support and culture for that. But here it's different. Yes, it is a cloud based model, but the support is actually better than what I had at my old brick and mortar brokerage. And there's a full ticketing system with a support team. So it's not just like that one broker or person in the office that you're trying to chase down via text or playing phone tag with. There's a whole ticketing system. There's a whole support team asking both of you guys, hey, did that get resolved? Did you get your answer? Did you help that person? All right, got you covered. There are also things like live trainings every day. There are recorded libraries that you can go and search so that you can get the answer to your question. We have live Q&A sessions with leadership and top producers and collaborative pods that you can plug into right away. And here's something that most people don't realize. If you want to be on a team, LPT will help you find one. Pretty novel idea, right? Other brokerages don't do that because it kind of messes up their economics if you go from a full cap to a half cap or a quarter cap or some smaller cap by joining a team. So they're not super interested in directing you to a team. But what if you want one? Well, during your onboarding, you can actually say, hey, I want to join a team in my market. And they'll connect you with somebody that's been pre vetted. You're not alone unless you choose to be. Now, here's a bonus fact if you work in multiple states, you still have one cap. Now, this isn't a myth so much as it's a hidden gem. So that's why I said only four myths, right? This is kind of like that fifth one. But if you're licensed in more than one state or you sell across multiple markets, every sale you make goes towards your single cap, not a cap in each state or in each market, just one. At other brokerages, you might have to cap separately at each market, right? Especially in the franchise models, because every franchisee has their hand out saying, you owe me. You are doing real estate inside my franchise. And I don't blame them for that. That's just their model, right? That's a massive expense and could be a huge headache. But at LPT Realty, your production is counted company wide. And that's a huge win for agents building regionally or expanding into other states. All right. So those are the four biggest myths I hear about at LPT Realty. Here's the truth, though, and how we bust them. Remember, you don't have to recruit to succeed. The marketing isn't just good, it's elite. It's not just the EXP clone. And cloud based definitely doesn't mean unsupported. Add that to the flexibility in comp plans, dual sponsorship, support for team seekers, and the single cap across states, and you start to see why this company is growing as fast as it is. Now, if you're still curious or you want to see what this would look like for your business, hit the link in the description below or send me a message with the word LPT. I'll walk you through it step by step and answer every question that you have. No pressure, just facts. All right, and if this video helped you out today, do me that favor. Like the video, subscribe for more content just like this, and drop a comment below. What have you heard about LPT? What are you unsure about? Here's my promise. I'll reply to you personally. Okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.